Hello and welcome to Medieval Dynasty version 302. So this is a kind of a different kind of video that I normally do. This is a carry-on from my first impression where I did 3 videos and I was kind of unhappy with the game. I wasn't gonna play it again, and then I logged back in to get a screenshot for the thumbnail, and 50 hours later, I think I've beaten it for what's available now, for the most part. So I have completed the chapter quests, and those go on and on. There's it's like 9 of them, and that involves the last one is getting a wife and kid. And wow, I'm totally blown away by how addicting this game is. I at first I just, you know, what I said in my last videos, it is a very grindy game, very grindy. Like all 50 hours have been pretty much grinding. So I'll kind of like summarize what I've done in that time. So when I started the game, I built my base right here on this little edge of the thing, and then I realized that I needed access to a mine, and the closest mine was down here that I found, and I think there's another one over here I ran into. But the issue with those is there's bears like always there, and it's just bears are annoying to fight because they're like, the bow is ineffective against them, whereas you have to, it's like 2 or 3 wooden spears and they die, and I just don't carry wooden spears on me anymore. I only carry my bow. So it's, and at that point in the game, I didn't want to have to deal with that. But I moved up here, and this area right here is a fairly nice area. There's a cave, 2 cities. This city's close, this city's close, and this city's close. So, and this one's kind of close, but it's okay. So it's a nice central location. If I had to do it over, I'd probably do it closer to here on the other side of the river. But yeah, so it's, originally I couldn't figure out how to make things work, and then I started looking at things when I was trying to get a screenshot, and I saw this icon right here, this hammer with the thing, and then I realized that's how you automate things. And you can go to each of these buildings and you can automate all the different things you want them to create and whatnot and whatnot. So it's like, you know, pretty interesting. Like yeah, like I have, this is another issue I'll bring up here in a second, but you can go and set, like, you know, what you want your hunters to do, like meat, leather, fur, and stuff like that, and they just start gathering stuff. And you can have a crafter. This is a smith, blacksmith, and there's I think a tailor I have back there, and you can set them to do, you know, craft whatever you want that you have available to craft, right? So like here's the smith, and here is, I have him making arrows a little bit, an axe every once in a while, focusing on iron hammers because that's what I sell to make money, and pickaxes every once in a while. And those, usually by the time I use one, those are already back in stock and I can just get one. And I usually, once a game year, I go harvest a bunch of trees or hunt a bunch of stone to get iron. Let's see here. Yeah, now I have lots of people. I have 27 people. I've hit the max building limit of 40. I just haven't built enough buildings yet. I just don't know what else I could build. I neglected farming for most of the game, so my farming is really low at the moment. So I just built this giant field, and I have to, where's the barn? This is the barn. There's a bug right now where you have to put the stuff in the chest or they won't do anything, and it's kind of annoying. There's my one animal. It's a pig. A piglet. I had to go buy him over in Rolnica, and yeah, And the pig is just to create manure so that I can create fertilizer to fertilize all these fields to get crops. And due to the way that's bugged right now, it's not working very well. So yeah, but I have them making other things right now, and one of the things they're making is like an insulated wall clay straw kind of combo, and I've been putting it on these buildings. But I started looking at the like my wood demand. So there's like a demand on wood and a demand on food. I have so much food, it rots, and I can't like deal with it in such a way to get rid of it fast enough. And the wood is like I have where are they at? I think I have two at this point. Yeah, two wood sheds, three wood sheds, but this one doesn't have anybody in it. So I have two wood sheds with 4 people just constantly getting wood. And I have that all broken up 25% into each of the types of wood. You can get sticks, logs, firewood, and planks. Just to, give me like a good amount of stuff, but it's usually not enough. Winter, it just burns through all the wood supplies you have. So I've been trying to put this insulation on the walls, right? And it only takes down the demand by 0.1 per house you do. And yeah, I was kind of unhappy about that once I figured that out. And it's not like you don't get this early in game, right? I found out I could probably do stone houses early in game, but I haven't investigated that. But where is it? Technology tree. This whole all of the like for the most part the technology tree, all this needs to be nerfed in some way because it's 5,000 points to get to the mine, and I've been building nonstop for 50 hours and I have not unlocked that. I've been crafting nonstop. Like in the winter, all I do is craft usually. I'll craft where are they at? It's like Tavern 1, right? These soups. I just make soups and I go sell them from all the crops I got from the right here. But the daub, whatever this like clay straw mixture is not available until 500 farming, and that seems low, but I just got that like probably hour 40 because I neglected farming because you don't need it for food. Once you get the hunting lodge, you don't need food, and then the fishing hut makes food absolutely trivial. I have so much fish, I don't even know what to do with it. I was cooking it and selling it for a while, but now it's just only worth like 1 or 2 gold, I believe. So I think I have some on me. Yeah, roasted fish. It says it's worth 5, but it sells for like 2. And this potage sells for quite a bit more per. So it's yeah. And so you get kids. That's one of the issues I've had is you can't okay, so I have all these houses, right? And here's an example of a house. It has 1 person in it, but it can have 3 tenants. You can only put a male and a female in one house, and then the tenant is usually their child. You can't create like a bunkhouse and just put a bunch of girls in it and put a bunch of boys in a different one and like that. You put 2 in there in a house and you get a child no matter what. Even if you don't want children to show up, you get children to show up. Like this was the first one that had a kid, and the kid's 3 now. I think she's done being a mother. They're done. They do go into mother state for 2 years, from what I can tell. And yeah, so like a lot of my people are mothers right now. But what the problem with that is, it's cool that they stop working, but they're still over here. There's one that's the hunting one is one of the ones I saw. Yeah, so she's not I think I unassigned her, but she was still assigned here, right here in the survival. It was 2 of 2, and she was assigned there, but she was a mother, and that's kind of an issue. I think she's she was a mother, but she's not anymore. And then the kids don't even have winter clothes. So, but yeah, it's a fun game. It's just really, really grindy. I mean, I wish there was like a counter of how many logs I chopped, because it would be insane. Like all I do is extract, I guess, is what this is, and the skill tree leveling up is so slow. Like getting survival to, what is it, 50 was like the most tedious thing in the world. Now I don't hunt at all anymore unless I come across a wolf or something I have to kill, because you have to run from city to city to city to city to recruit people to join your city. And so I usually like start here and I just go in a circle, like all the way around the map, running back and forth. Now I could get a horse, but a horse is late game. Like, where's the technology tree? The horse is like totally late game farming, I think. Yeah, look at this. Stable, 5,000 points in farming. I'm not going to get to that anytime soon. So it's pretty much like it doesn't exist to me at this point in time. It's just so far out there. Because there's really not much else I can do, right? For what is early access, I've done this quest up until I don't know how to get it to go any further, and then this quest bugged out. It said shoot an archery target for 20 points from 20 meters. I got it, still didn't click it over, so I don't know what to do there. I beat the main story. I had a challenge. I failed it. Hunger Wars, I believe. So I got this like year 2 or something like that, maybe year 3. I'm on year 5 now, I believe. About to roll into year 6. And it was deliver 100 wheat and 35 fish. And there was no way this was before I even started farming. I had no way to get 100 wheat, so I failed that. And then I failed this side quest, deliver a recurve bow. I can't craft them yet, and they cost 700 gold for this pittance of a reward. That's not even worth it. What else? That's all that stuff. Oh yeah, these are all like the events that happen. So in year 3, I got married. Year 4, something happened. I don't even remember that happening. There was a war that happened in some country and it affected me. And then I had a thief, and the only thing I could do was pretty much let him go. Otherwise, the mood of my city would go down significantly for killing them or cutting off their hands or something like that. Then I had a vermin plague come through, but it wasn't too bad. And I kind of want to... It's like... The game is great. It's fun. It's early access, but they need to add some stuff, like bunkhouses where you can put, you know, let's say 3 girls and 3 guys in their separate bunkhouses to prevent them from having kids, and kind of make it so you can group house. Like I have, like I've built houses for every couple, right? These are all houses. This whole row is houses, and then I have houses over here. I build the smallest houses to prevent them from having 4 kids. Because if you have the bigger houses, they have more kids because it has more beds. So it's pretty simple little house, and they're all made of like sticks, so they're pretty quick to build. But there needs to be some kind of way to control that, so I don't have, you know, 27 people and half of them are useless because they're all babies. So that's one thing that I would change. Another thing I'd like to see is a worker that is a builder. Now, what I would like to do is put do like this and go like house. Put the house like foundation down, which is everything except the walls and the roof, right? And then have a builder that comes around and does that. I'd also like a guy who comes around and repairs things, because I can't repair these unless they're destroyed. So these are like condition 64%. I don't know how to fix that. Like if I take out my hammer, right? Repair. So everything's green. If it's red, I can repair it. If it's green, I can't do anything to it. See, it says 64%, but I can't do anything to it. This is my house. There's my the wife. It took me forever. That was like 2 years of trying to court her to get her to marry this character. It's like really it was overly tedious because like you get dialogue options and sometimes they're not useful, so you have to wait a whole day. But yeah, like with the green, there's nothing I can repair, but everything's at like 60% because it's been sitting here for so long, like 3 years. So I wish there was like, am I supposed to like tear the wall down and rebuild it? I don't know. Let's see what else. Like upgrade. Yeah, so that daub stuff, right? You make it, it's 10 clay, 10 straw gives you 10 daub. That's takes 6, or it's, I think it's 8 for these big walls. 8 per wall for, you know, how many ever walls plus the upper part up there. And it's it only takes the demand for wood down by 0.1 per hour. So it's kind of I almost feel like it's worthless to even bother. Had I known that, I'm gonna try to I might try a stone wall. Like I need to build another house to do that so I can have like a test house, but I don't think it's gonna make much difference. Let's see, what else would I like to see? I would like to see the mothers be unassigned from their job. Like, yeah, she's unassigned, but usually they don't, so I'm not exactly sure why some of them have and some of them don't, because I've had it where I can look over here at all these things, and they all look full except the hunting lodge, right? Yeah. So unless I've just gone through and already replaced all of them, I don't understand why they're all full. Let's see so I would like to just see like these numbers reduced significantly, and this grind for hunting in the beginning is really annoying because it's only literally like the first however long I played in the first 3 videos plus maybe another hour or 2. And after that, hunting, once you get to hunting lodge, you never have to hunt again unless you have a quest that says go kill something. I haven't had any kind of issues with food other than I have too much food and I filled up the food pantry right there and I had to build the second one. But I can't build the larger one because it requires, where is it? It's farming, right? Yeah, 1,000 points of farming. So if you're starting fresh, go ahead and start grinding farming out immediately because otherwise you're not going to get very far. And then the barns are a whole different thing. You gotta have, those hold 4 workers, so that's pretty nice. And you can kind of have them, I guess once they fix the bugs with having to put everything in the storage over here in the barn so that they auto-fertilize everything automatically. It'll be so much better. But there's some kind of bug with that because I have everything in this chest for everything. Then they're all linked too. That's another interesting byproduct of how it works, but personally, I think all the chests in the game should be linked together. Like, even the ones in the houses should just share one pool, and you just add a little bit to it every time you build another chest, because each of these houses has a chest with a 100 limit. I'm never going to use it. This is a wood shed. I think it has a 100 limit. Or no, this one's 50. Oh, it's got stuff in it. Cool. This one's got 50. A 50 limit in it, and I'm never going to use it. It's just like the byproduct of whatever's out there in the forest that they couldn't get into this chest when they tried to put it in. And yeah, so I don't know. I feel like they just should have one giant chest as your inventory, and all your NPCs can pull from it and use it, and you could have I think you should be able to build and do upgrades from that inventory also, just magically, because it is overly tedious to carry 8 logs, because without the backpack, because the backpack, I can't even click on it, can I? Here it is. The backpack gives me 15, and then I picked up a skill. Where is it? I picked up a skill mule. I think this is one. Yeah, that gives me another 5, so that's an extra 20 points that I have. Just so I could carry more iron is really why I did that. Because the cave up there, I have to like go do that, and then I have to bring it all out. I can usually get like 35 to 40 iron per trip out. And what I've done is I build these resource things. I have 3 of them. I have one here in my base, and then I have another one up here. This is by that city, so I always go down there and I sell when I have to pay taxes. So it's kind of easier that way to just, my renown's bad with the king, I guess, because I didn't do his quest to give him 100 wheat. Yeah, that's another issue I have. But yeah, you can drop it in there and it automatically appears in all the other ones. So it'd just be better if they were all linked together, just convenience-wise. And I had to build a second resource hut because they were all full. So limits seem kind of like, since you can put all your stone and wood in there, just the 1,000. I think this resource 2s are 1,000 and the resource 1s are 500 kilograms or whatever. And that's just not enough. Yeah, kilograms. It's just not enough space for the amount of material you need to do anything. Like, let me open this up. Where's my logs? Yeah, I have 106 logs. That's just going to get burned away due to the winter, but I got some more firewood up there. But 106 logs is 265 weight. So it's just a bit, the numbers need to be tweaked. It's alpha. I think they can positively change a lot of this stuff. And I think they should get rid of these knowledge skill point things right here. This first tier, every single one of these, just get rid of it. Make skilling up faster by default, because I had to put the 3 points in all of these anyway to even get anything. And diplomacy just seems broken. I have done, I don't know how many dialogue skill checks, but this is how far I've gotten in 50 hours. And it's quite a bit. And I'm also mining constantly if I'm not running from place to place to place to place. And that is, I mean, that's probably my biggest complaint, is there's so much running, and they should just put fast travel in, because you literally have to run from everywhere here, and then you have to go to the main city every time. You have to pay taxes every first of the year. And I don't know, I got a quest. This was kind of cool. I got a quest in Denica to help them build walls, and the walls actually appeared. So that was kind of cool. Like, yeah, I had to go cut down like 30 trees or something like that, and then they built walls. So that was cool. And then I got another one from a guy here that was like, help him collect taxes, and he'll, I guess, negate my taxes. I thought that's what it said, but when I talked to him the second time, I still had to pay the 2,000 whatever it was at the time. So yeah, I'm at 2090 in taxes right now. I'm probably gonna be about 3,000 by the end of it rolls over. I have no idea how it really calculates the taxes, because they go up. I guess maybe it's every season you pay this, you add all this up, and then it just goes like that every season, maybe. That's a weird. They have a 31 and a, yeah, it's just so weird. And the tavern's worth 82. Jeez. So there's a lot like that, and I think they should change. Here, let's go into the crafting from the NPC buildings should be faster, because here, let's go to the tavern, and I can show you. So here's the potage. Let's just drop that down to just potage. Let's just craft that. I have 2 workers, and if they're crafting 100%, they're going to create Not even, just over half of one every hour. That's with a work power of 6. I don't know what the max is on that, but that just seems really low when I can craft one of these at 3 or 4 seconds a pop, and I can just churn them out all day long and kind of just like, but that's not even fun gameplay, right? Like crafting in the game is not fun because it is, it's one of the tedious things. Like, watch, I'll show you. I need iron hammers, right? So I go in here, I take out, let's take out 30 iron. That's encumbering us. What do we have on us? Here, let's just do 20. All right, and then let's grab 10 sticks. All right, let's go over here to the worksmith, or the smithy. Let's talk to him. Iron tools. This is like my winter right here. I sit here, I just craft. This is the only way I can. In the first 2 years I was able to pay taxes, maybe 3 years, is just crafting something. Just sitting here, crafting. And if I could move more, or if I could craft magically from my inventory, it'd be a lot easier, because if you get, so like if I hit over 75 kilograms in weight, I can't move. So I can't really just grab a bunch of stuff and craft it. I have to like grab enough that I can move, craft it, put it in the box, grab some more, and just rinse and repeat every few minutes for the entirety of the winter. And it's 3 days. I think in my first video I was like, oh, maybe I can make that longer. I would never make it longer. There was a lot of days where I'm just like standing around bored, because I'd harvested all the plants and trees and everything within my general area without having to go to a different part of the map to do anything. So it's, I don't know, it's very, there needs to be like more to do, I think, or ways to like make this so I don't have to do it anymore. Because the time that I'm waiting here doing this, I can't do anything else. I think the other guy, all the other NPCs that I have in my town are doing stuff. I think they continue to process and everything like that, but I don't know how that works. Here, let's finish this up. I make these because they sell for 70 a pop, and they only cost 2 iron and a stick. So it seems like the best ratio that I was able to find in just looking at the recipes. And that's another thing. Get workshop, right? You got 50 crafting. You're like all happy, right? And then you have to purchase each recipe for like 50 to 100 gold each, and it goes up. It goes up astronomically. Like, I can build a sewing shop, but I can't build anything. Like, I don't think there was a single recipe. Like, making linen thread cost me, I think I was 100 gold or something like that, or a coin. And I think they should remove all of this, all the costs for this. You unlock this, you get these recipes. I think that would be a great gameplay change. Like, I built my first house. Like, you go in here, right? You build this is the first house you'll build. It's the first one you unlock. You get this stove right here, right? And you can't do anything by default. You can't cook in a single thing in it. Totally worthless. The only thing you can do is go into the technology, go to, I think, where was it? Tavern. So it's not until 250 where you can actually spend the coin to get those, to unlock it. And that's broken. I think the whole technology tree needs to be redone and rethought. I like that it's these categories, but there's these categories here, and then these categories here, and they need to like simplify the skill tree and talents. Like, you can freely change these with your wife when you get to that point in the game, which is kind of late in the game. But I didn't really feel like the need to need anything Like, they don't really, the only things I really pick up are the things that make things faster. And the weight reduction, I think I picked that one just so I could get to the next tier. This one seems nice, extra iron, but like the crafting ones, they're all, what is this? More skill points, obviously, so that one just needs to be removed. Faster cooking, faster iron making, less stamina usage when building. By default, you're trying to build something, you run out of stamina with, I think it was maybe one wall, you run out of stamina, and it was just overly tedious because it's like, stop, wait, over and over again. When you're, you know, just trying to get things done, you know, you don't want to sit there building a house for, you know, 10 minutes just to get it done. And then, just the sewing guy. But yeah, there's so many little things that they could do to change it. I looked at their roadmap, and it looks like that they're adding alcohol making, beekeepers, and some other stuff in the next one update. And then in the update after that, they're adding bandits, maybe, or the second one after that. So they're adding bandits at some point. And if they add bandits, they have to rewrite the entire combat system for this game, because right now the combat is not fun. I think I commented on I died. The only time I've died in the entire game is early on when I ran into a bunch of wolves, and I was like stun locked. I couldn't do anything. And it was like I was trying to stab it with I had a wooden spear at the time, and I couldn't even stab it with a wooden spear. But now I can one-shot him with a bow. And yeah, look, it's like the collision here. See this little piglet? He's colliding with me. Hopefully he'll move. He can push me. Because the ones over in the stores, they push you over and stuff like that. Like, if you get hit by something, it knocks you pretty far away, so he's just gonna sit there, I guess. I've been waiting for like a year for him to grow. He's not grown yet. I was gonna go buy another one, but it's quite a run over to Rolnica to pick up another one. But I'm just not sure that this guy has to feed him. I had put the food in there just in case, but I'm afraid that he is not going to actually feed him, and I'm not sure how to tell if he's being fed or not, because he's at a 92% condition, and I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know, maybe that's I mean, it's not the pig. That's the building. Never mind. He's half a year old, and he'll live for 18 years. I can't imagine anybody playing the game for 18 years. I mean, that would take so long to do. You know, I'm at 50 hours, and I have 5 years, almost 6 years. So let's just assume that's 10 hours per year. That's 180 hours. I mean, I guess somebody could do it, but I don't think I will. I think I'm making this video, and this is going to be the final video for this update of 0.3.02. I need more content, and it's a fun game. I definitely would recommend it if you like this. At first, when I started getting into the management of the people, I was kind of like, it's a first-person rim world kind of thing. You know, you can kind of manage it and tell them where to go and get them to do things, but it needs more to it, I think. I wish there was ways to maybe auto pick the best person for the job kind of thing. That would be something nice. So like you click on this and it shows you the values that are good. So you can go through here and pick somebody that has the perfect values to go in there. I don't know what the maximum skill rating you can get for that is, but most of my people usually get around 6. So, but you can't. It's hard to choose people because you have to literally just go town to town until you find somebody who will talk to you, and then you have to talk to them. And you have to pass, you have to get to 70% approval rating with them. And sometimes you can't advance the character because his options are all negative approval. So it's kind of tedious, and you can only recruit like a male and a female pair pretty much. Like I have 2 females, I think. Yeah, that's a female. That's a female. I have 2 females that don't have males, so they can I guess pair bond and mate and make another child. But I can't get a single male to join my my colony at the moment, and it's really annoying. And another type of, I guess, colonist or whatever they're called, villager, I'd like is one who can go sell stuff for me. Like if I could set up like a trade caravan between, you know, my city and this one, and I can say go sell, you know, 100 potage at, you know, X amount of money, go do it, and just have them like making trade routes between cities. That would be a phenomenal thing that this game would need to add, because it's like it takes almost your whole like to go all the way around the map. It takes me almost a year or a season, I guess. So it's winter now. It'd take me probably most of the season to get all the way around the map, and that's with I think I have the max. Where is it? There's I think it's this one, survivalist. No, athlete. Lowers your stamina consumption. So that is very useful. Oh, yeah, I guess I hit level 10 in survival. I guess that's why I'm not getting any more points in that. Yeah, I'm almost there. Yeah, it's like impossible to level some of these up. Like, I'm level 3 in diplomacy, and I've probably done, as I said before, as many skill checks as I have anything else. So I just feel like they need to tweak all the values in the game significantly to make it more fun. Like I understand like some people like to just grind something, but I did it. I grinded all. This was all trees, by the way. Like when I first came here, this is a road that's naturally going through this part of the map right here. This road right here, and I just like literally cut down every single tree in the entire little area. So there's probably like maybe 200 trees here, and then I cut all the trees over there, all the way there, and then I cut a bunch of trees over here, a bunch of trees over here, and this is where I had my original base. I cut like all the trees right here down. I moved because I wasn't able to place enough things in this general area. I could have had better luck over here, but it's just so far away from everything that I think the best place to be is in this inner basin of the map. This would be a good spot. This would be a good spot. This one's okay. But the closer you are to cities, the better, because that's all you really do in the game is go from city to city trying to get people and sell your junk. So you can get the money to pay your taxes at the end of the year. And at my current level, it's about 2,000. It's probably going to be a little bit more. So yeah, it's at almost 2,100. It'll probably be about 3,000, honestly. It rolls over. I have about 3,000 coin at the moment. Unless the guy gives me a break like he did last time. But I don't think he did. And there's a whole quest line involving the tax collector and stuff. It seems like it's going somewhere, but I don't think it's finished. So I eagerly look forward to that. But I don't know, I've been ranting about the game for 40 minutes. I would say if you like grindy survival games, this would be like the game for you. It's got a lot of stuff. It's light on combat. I mean, literally, once you get the hunting lodge, you never have to hunt again unless there's a quest that tells you to go hunt. And you should definitely do this guy's quest line. This one's worthless because it seems broken, but this guy, he's the tax collector. You do his quest line, and he'll give you free clothing to make the winter manageable. The fur boots and the fur hood. And I crafted the leather gloves myself, but yeah. Like, the first winter was horrible because you have to walk around with a torch, or you freeze to death and die, almost. Because it lowers your health as you're cold. Well, once I got the fur hood and the fur boots, I was able to make do really easy. And they cost a lot of money, so it wasn't feasible to buy them early on. Unless I literally grinded like berries or something and sold those for a coin each. Let's see here. Where is inventory? Yeah. So these are like 25% cold protection. Perfect. And you can't... I'm ranting again. You can't, like, they're not in the... There's this one. This is a 20% cold protection, but you have to take it off in the summer or you'll burn up. Let's see, first shoes, 300 gold just to be able to craft them. So that's a thing. So these ones are -5 heat protection. And these ones are plus 35 cold protection. So these aren't even what you can craft. I don't even know where the numbers come from, honestly. And that's another thing, like, I've noticed some of the things don't add up. Like, what you can do with the barn doesn't seem to be adding up to what I can do manually. And the crafting rates on all these things are just too slow. Like, to have an NPC do it. Like, my goal is to try to unlock the mine technology, this one. And I'm at 45.98, and I just don't think I can cut down more trees or dig any more, any of this other stuff. And I've completed so many buildings. I don't know, is there a number? I don't think there is. Yeah, I have all these buildings, plus I've destroyed all the level 1s. I had like... I think I had 5 of these woodshed ones just out there with one guy at them. And I had to put this one here so I can make planks, because you can't make planks anywhere else without that. And I had all mine out by trees. I don't think you can make them here, can you? No. Yeah, so I had to do that just to have that there. So it's like a wasted building spot, because it's it only, like, when you assign somebody here, they only go to like 50, like a radius of 50 around here. And I cleared all the trees out manually just to make room to build, so. But yeah, so this is my second, not second impression. This is my kind of almost a review after 50 hours of playing the game. Something I've noticed with the first impression videos I do is that a lot of the gameplay kicks up after that first whatever. So I think I'm going to start doing this more often, where I'll do my initial first impression. You know, this is like, it's like the, you know, you downloaded it from Steam, you play it for the first time, what happens? I'll keep doing those, and then I'm going to continue with this if I enjoy the game anyway. I will go from and just play it offline. I don't think a lot of these games need like a series around it. Maybe something to stream, but just play it for, you know, 40 to 50 hours and see where it ends up. It might be more revisiting some of the other games I've tried, because sometimes the first hour, 2 hours sucks, and you're like, I'm done with this game, it's way too grindy, and then you come back to take a screenshot, and 50 hours later, here you are. So, yeah, and this is, I guess that's my kid. You have to, it's a dialogue option to just get a kid, and you have to wait, I think it was 3 seasons, so 3, like, summer, winter, fall, 3 seasons. Or I missed autumn, but no, I missed spring. Whatever. 3 of those and you get a kid, and then she can't do anything for 2 years, which is unfortunate because she was my main crafter before all this. So, but it's fine. She's raising a kid. I guess that's it's a lot of work. Let's see here. I don't think I have anything else to say about the game at this point. It's just it seems like a great game, early access. Hopefully they continue, and maybe they'll make some good changes to the skill tree and all that stuff to make it just less grindy. Oh, I have 10 hammers on me. That's why I was so heavy. But thank you for watching, and have a great day.